everybody, time for a channel update for July. So I didn't get a whole lot done last month. I did paint 13 of these guys. So I had a unit of 12, which was for a truck, and so I needed turns out I only have 5 full units of boys, and I needed a 6th one, so I started working on these guys. So I didn't have quite enough. These were all Black Reach guys I got for 80 cents each, and so I painted them up. So we're up to 25, so I need to get 5 more. Also need to get a few more here and there, so I'll probably end up buying a box here shortly if I can't find a good deal on some other stuff. And I've been doing a lot of posting on my blog. If you haven't been reading the blog, I've got a lot of stuff I posted there about Orcs in 8th edition, which will eventually make it into the Talking About Orcs video series, which I'm holding off just a little bit because I'm still playing. So I want to get to a point where I'm comfortable to make commentary on stuff before I actually make the commentary, other than what's on the blog, of course. So go down to 40korcs.com, and I've written a lot there, including last Saturday when I played in my first 8th edition tournament, going 1 and 2, and making a ton of mistakes and forgetting a ton of rules. And right now, that's probably the biggest problem with 8th edition, is just simply flat out forgetting all your rules. Like Magnus was in combat with Battle Wagon for 2 or 3 combat phases. I never once rolled for the Death Roller. I just completely forgot to attack with the vehicles entirely. And I could have charged in Magnus with my kill tank with the chance of doing mortal wounds to him. And I've played, the kill tank 4 times now, and I didn't even remember that it had the auto repair, the Grot Riggers rule, where you just simply repair a whole point every turn. Just get it back. So yeah, hopefully I can remember this stuff in the future. The list that I played on Saturday, which is also on the blog, is probably what I'm going to be sticking with for a little while, even after the FAQ came out and nerfed the Ludo Wagon, where Ludo's in the Battle Wagon, where you can no longer move and shoot without penalty, the passengers, that is. So I might work on a replacement for that. I might not. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So anyway, what's going on is I was trying to build a table for my OFCC this year, and I've just kind of lost all motivation, and my plans for it really weren't panning out quite like I wanted them to. The biggest problem was line of sight blocking. My terrain, the table I was going to build, the Orkstafar table with the floating buildings, and they don't block line of sight floating in the air like that. So I've been kind of spending the last couple weeks trying to figure out a way to go around that, and there just doesn't seem to be. So I've kind of abandoned the project until I can come up with something better. I will be taking the helicarrier again just to set up and show off, but I will not be submitting a new table this year, unfortunately. So my run of 2 straight years of being the winner of the table is going to end. And hopefully by next year I will come up with a better plan for the Orkstafar system. So the next thing I need, in addition to finishing off this unit of boys, I also need some Big Choppa knobs. I want to give that a try. In my opinion, a lot of people like Big Choppas. I never played them. It was simply not worth the points. Even at 5 points, not being able to do anything to armor made, in my opinion, Big Choppa just absolutely worthless. Made it no different than just, you might as well just keep the Choppa at that point. And against, toughness 4 targets, it was actually statistically better to keep a Slug of Choppa in 7th edition than use a Big Choppa. So I don't have any. So what I want to do is get a box of knobs or some other sort of knobs and convert up a Big Choppa knob for each of my units of boys. So it'd be 2 Evil Sons, the Black and White Goth, and then 3 Blood Axe. So that's where I'm at. I've just, and I don't know if I've said anything about this, but I have completely gotten rid of my Blood Angels. They're all gone. I have just, again, I completely lost interest in the army. I lost interest when their last codex dropped, and with the new edition, and my other stuff coming up, I just totally no interest in even playing them or touching them anymore. So I just got rid of them. Got rid of them entirely. So right now on eBay is the last batch of my Blood Angels. I've sold off everything. Not a bad amount of money either. I mean, they're all really well painted. My Def Company I sold for about $10 a model, which is quite astonishing. So I was very happy with that. And things, went pretty well in addition to that. Got probably not worth the time I put into them as far as labor goes and buying the models, but at least all the models I got at a good discount, so I can't complain too much. But I'm pretty happy with what I got from my Blood Angels. I also sold off my Necron ally, the Canoptic Harvest I built to go to Tau. I sold that off. All the Chaos Space Marine stuff I sold. It's all gone. Because the only reason I had that in the first place was to have an ally for my orcs. That's all gone. Since there are no more cross-faction allies. Because I have no interest in Chaos Space Marines as an army at all. Or Chaos in general. Just no interest. So I'm down to 4 armies. I have my orcs, of course. I have my Tau, my Space Wolves, which isn't very big of an army, but I do have them, and my Dark Angels, which is a significant army. And I still have a lot more stuff to paint for my Dark Angels. I still have, what, 25 or 30 Marines to paint? I think it's 30. Tactical Squad. I don't remember. It's at least 20 or 25. But those are also on the back burner. One thing I am thinking about trying to do is build up some kill tanks, because my kill tank is so awesome. It was built by Canvas and shipped to me, and I painted it a while ago. You don't know who Canvas is. He doesn't really post anymore, but he is an excellent painter, an excellent scratch builder, especially for orcs. And I definitely miss his content on YouTube. I think some of his stuff is still up. I'm not sure. I think he still has a channel. But yeah, that's Kill Tank is great. It's awesome in game, and the fact that you can take 3, they're a little less than 300 points each, with 24 wounds and toughness 8, and so much DACA. So I want to maybe get up to 3 of them, and with 3 of them you can take the super heavy detachment for about 850 points or so. No, about 890, 885, somewhere in that range, depending on the options. I can get it down to 850. And get your 3 command points, give you 3 kill tanks with 72 wounds. And just so much shots. But that is something that I am figuring out exactly what I want to do with those, because I can either, because the one that Canvas builds is actually more of a kill crusher than the kill tank or the kill bursta, which they have on the Forge World site. They don't have the kill crusher tank anymore on the Forge World site, so I want to know if I want to build it more like that one or more like the actual one that's available now, or I don't know. So that's where we're at. Lots of things coming. I'm kind of in a hobby holding pattern right now. Waiting to get some stuff, waiting on deciding what to do, pretty much. I might grab some stuff and just start painting just to have something to do, but I think tomorrow night I'm going to pick up some boys and some knobs and start building up some additions for the stuff that I have, and then work on the kill tanks. So I think that's about all. It's a pretty long video. If you have any questions about Orcs in 8th edition, please let me know. Please check out my commentary. I've written a lot on the blog this month and last month. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there. And don't hesitate to ask me any questions either through PMs here on Facebook, or email me at de40korcs, contact@de40korcs.com. So expect soon the Talking About Orcs series. Probably start that in just a couple weeks. Again, waiting myself to get fully acclimated to the rules before I start the video series. And I will talk to you later.